Hello everyone, and welcome to the first stream of 2023. Now, it's been a while since I have done a Train Simulator Classic video, so here we are. We're going to be doing some scenarios on the Huddersfield Line tonight. These are scenarios that I have downloaded from Alan Thompson's sim. So, first scenario. We are driving Class 37s on a rail tour from Leeds to Manchester. So, let's begin. Right. Put the headlights on. Whoops, not the cab lights. Instrument lights are on. Let's check the headlights. There we go. Nice. What time are we due to depart? 6:32. So we have 37676 West Coast Railways and 37685 West Coast Railways. Excellent. Frame rate's a bit choppy there. I need to reposition that camera, but I can't be bothered tonight. So, are we ready? Right. Where's the light switches in this? Turn the tail lights off. That should be better. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. Let's go and have a look. Now this scenario I think is set in 2012. I need to set the radio. I can't be bothered. Can't be bothered playing with the digital radio. And yes, I have downloaded a signal enhancement pack from Armstrong Powerhouse, so hopefully the signals appear better than the default ones. I've got Dewsbury, Huddersfield, and Stalybridge and Manchester Victoria. Now bearing in mind I have not driven this for a while, so make sure that the how do I release the brakes? I've forgotten how to release the brakes. There's a key that you have to press to release the brakes, and I can't remember which key it is. Shows how often I drive this. Oh, there we go. Yes. Right. We're in forward. Is the engine running? Yeah. So why aren't we moving? Has somebody left the handbrake on? No, I want the handbrake off. We don't appear to be moving. What have I forgotten to do? Right, tell you what then. There's something not right here. Brakes are off. But we're not moving. That'll be why. AWS. Well, I don't think we're going to make Dewsbury on time. Unless I floor it. I don't get how the AWS would cause me problems. Stop the train from moving. Oh, love the sound of those tractors. Can't wait to get them on full thrash. Diesel at his best. Yes. It's amazing how many of these things are still knocking about. Here we are, going onto the Transpennine line now. Awesome sound. Give it some! Give it some welly! That is beautiful. I just love a good diesel. And these things, I'm not being funny, but these things sound better than the American diesels. British traction at its best. Oh good, I have got the red light on the end. Let's open the window, shall we? Yeah, we've got some window open now. It's rather quiet in this cab. Yeah. Power! Who can't love that sound? A bit foggy this morning. Got to keep my eye on the screen though and make sure that keep an eye on the alerter when I'm on the outside. Oh yes. Beautiful. See, I prefer being on the outside camera because I can hear the actual diesel engine. Yeah, we're gonna be arriving in Dewsbury late. Whoops. Got a speed restriction coming up. Well, I'm doing under the speed limit anyway. Yeah, I don't mind steam, but... Steam has its own sort of glory about it, doesn't it? Start slowing down. Should be on the approach to Morley now. Slowed down a little bit too early there, but never mind. Better to slow down early than slow down late. Into the tunnel we go. Right. Oh, full power. Full power. In the Morley tunnel. Yep, but it made a nice sound when I chucked the chucked the full throttle on. And then it's downhill into Dewsbury. Which is on a line very near me. Part of the Transpennine route. Which at the moment is all being upgraded. Yeah, see, we should have arrived in Dewsbury by now, but we haven't, so... Rail tours don't always arrive on time, so... We're just gonna go with the flow here. Where's the speed hook? Oh, there it is. I think I want to start slowing down about now. Been a while since I drove a Class 37. I've driven them on trains in World a couple of times, but ooh, really need to be slowing down now. Yeah, I was approaching Dewsbury a little too fast there. Yeah, it is a bit misty. It is a bit misty today on this on the route. Apply some more brakes and some more. May have to put the loco over the edge of the platform. Yeah, looks like I'm going to have to. Good job there's no signal there. Yeah, it's not. Ooh. Last carriage is just out of the platform there, but away we go. Here we go. Beautiful machine. on our way now towards Murfield. I don't know if I have a route that goes through Dartmoor. I don't know. I'll have to have a look. Ooh, frames per second is really suffering. Here we are, coming round the curve into Ravensthorpe. To those really nice on full chat. Northern Rail Class 150. Ooh, hello, who's at the door? Well, it sounds like a doorbell. Now, I always think that that yellow signal ahead is for me, but it's not. Slowing it down a little bit. Now there's a model, a railroad model maker, creator, whatever, and he's done this stretch of the line in model railways. But it was set in the 80s, and it was very good. To the Bradley Wood junction, where the light, where you can turn off and go towards up the Calder Valley line towards Hebden Bridge, Todmorden. There you go. That's the junction. We're coming towards Dayton. Listen to those turbos. give it some thrash. Yeah, it is very misty. I'm going to be slowing down in a minute. Just going to let the let it slow down. Give it a bit of Ilkley more there. Well, actually not going to be that late into Huddersfield. To platform 1. Track looks a bit wonky. Now we're at Huddersfield, where there are 2 station cats, Felix and Bolt, and they are assets available to use for creators. I don't want to go any further than that signal. Good parking. Only 40 seconds late. Sheriff of Huddersfield. Yes, they are indeed. I wonder if they're visible in this scenario. Oh look, we've got a pacer. Class 144. And an old carriage. It's nicely modelled, is the station. Oh look, we've got cars sinking into the ground in the car park. Yeah, I don't think Felix and Bolt have been placed in this scenario. And you can't go under the subway. I was hoping to see some kitty cats. No, no kitties. Unless they're in the ticket office. Where's the ticket office? It's not there. I don't know. Let's just come outside. Nah. I think that Huddersfield, Manchester to Huddersfield had a better representation of it. One that you can get from Alan Thompson's sim. So now we just wait. What time are we supposed to leave Huddersfield? 7:01. Just love the sound of a tractor. AKA Class 37. Quite often there's one of these West Coast 37s parked in the parcel sidings at York. No, they don't, Dan. You're right there. I'm not keen on electric multiple units. Although I have to admit, I am a bit biased for the Intercity 225, the Class 91s, and the driving van trailers that are used on the East Coast Main Line. Excellent. Right, boot it. Our next station stop is Stalybridge, where we have a 6-minute wait. Not doing too badly. Did you have a good New Year, Dan? Hey! The weather's changed. Woohoo! We've got some sunshine now. to love a diesel. I think we're going to play with the Class 185 next on this route. Or maybe a 158. Right. We're at full throttle here. As we head up the hill towards Slough. Should be going over the Milnes Bridge Viaduct. This is Golka. Yeah. There be light. You can enjoy the view. This is the Milnes Bridge Viaduct, just outside of Huddersfield. So we're going up 1 in 104 gradient. Now these Class 37s should be used to this kind of route because they used to run it all the time. And we're not exactly carrying a heavy load today, we're only carrying a rail toll. Although it might be heavy because they might have eaten the passengers might have eaten too much. Or they might be Americans. We're heading towards Slough now. Workers on trackside, always blast your horn. Excellent. Heading up towards Slough now. Oh yeah, it's in full throttle, Dan. It's in full throttle. We're only doing 59 miles an hour. Here we are, Slough. Or some people like to say Slaithwaite. It's not, it's Slough. And we're still going up the steep hill. 60 miles an hour now. Well, that all depends, Dan. That all depends on whether it's a single locomotive or a double header like we've got, light engine, or carrying a load. It's all downhill from the tunnel though. After the tunnel, most of it. Those diesels. workhorses of the railway. And I'd say thank you to whoever JR is who's uploaded this scenario to the Alan Thompson Sim website. I've got a 45-mile-an-hour speed limit coming up. So now we just drop off the power and we should slow down in plenty of time, so no need to use the brakes. Might need to add a dab of brake actually then. Just reminds me of one of them bells when you walk into a shop. Here we go, into the Stanage Tunnel. We're going to power it up in a moment. Oh. So what we got? About 3 miles. We've got 3 miles of this now. Trying my hardest to make up some time. I hope the passengers are enjoying the ride. I hope it's been nice and smooth for them. Another 60-mile-an-hour limit coming up soon. At the end of the tunnel. Slowing it down. I tell you something, it's absolutely freezing outside my place at the moment. got some ice. Here we go, out of the tunnel. Can just roll it down here. Hello there, driver. Let gravity do the work. Wonder what I'm going to be like trying to take this down Miles Platting. Nice one, Dan. Yeah, we're just having a nice relaxing rail tour. Some Class 37s, tractors. Look at that, a 150. Slow down a bit. Signal. Just over 3 miles to Stalybridge. Oops. May have got a bit over excited there. Don't you dare. It's gonna do it. Yeah, it did. Wait for the brakes to come off now. Those signals were too close together. That's what. That's it. Oh, temporary speed restriction, 20 miles an hour. That's not marked on the... Well, we're definitely going to be late into Stalybridge now. You definitely did see that yellow sign said 20, didn't you? I got a shunt signal. Yes, I have. That's fine. I've got a shunt signal, so I can go through this one at red. I can't believe I got that spad. And it was all going so well. I mean, look at that. We were supposed to arrive at Stalybridge at 7:21. We're not even going to arrive there for at least another minute. Oh, I see. There we go. That's the start of the temporary speed restriction. So I could have got away with going through that quicker. Engineering works taking place at Staley Bridge there. Freightliner 66. Whoops. And just while we're picking up passengers here, I'm just going to turn off my radiator. Guys, it's a bit... Excuse me, it's a bit warm in here now. Yes, that's better. Oh. Let's go and have a look round Staley Bridge. 66518. Looks like they're doing some repairs to the platform or something. What was this? There's the 66. Oh, I would not like to drive that one. Whoops. Yeah. At least I got it in the platform this time. Nice. And I have a green signal. Ready for when I can depart. Hi gamer dude. Well, this isn't Yorkshire. I've already been through Yorkshire, mate. Although, don't worry, later on I will be going back the same way and going back into Yorkshire. I have another one lined up. Right. And away we go. Oh. Beautiful sounds. Yeah, gamer dude, me and you driven through this village, Staley Bridge. We've been around this area in the car. Yeah, we got lost once. We just went out for a random drive into the countryside and we got lost. What is it with you and sleep, gamer dude? Alright, the speed restriction ends there. So once my train has passed it. I think it needs a lot of coffee there, Dan. or just sounded locos. Oh. How did you find that one out then? Or how did you do that? Do you know what that is? That's probably from sitting on your backside all day, mate. Sorry, but... Well, yeah, you do need to start going places again. I go out every day, Monday to Friday. Alright, I'll only go out for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, but I go out and I have to let some dogs out, so at least it gets me out of the house and in the fresh air. Yeah, and don't forget you're supposed to be going to the pub at the end of the month. Should do exercises at home like I do. Actually slow it down. Going round this corner and then up towards Miles Platting. Yeah, I kind of forgot it was your Gamer Dude's birthday tomorrow. Yeah, but who's going to be there? And which pub? Oh, well, just send me a message on Facebook later. Here we are, Miles Platting. Going to be heading down the Miles Platting bank in a moment. Hell, you can just message me on Facebook. Either that or your mum will. No, the graphics haven't been updated on Train Simulator Classic. I'm just running with a few enhancement packs. Which is why in some places my frame rate really takes a hammering. Give it some more brakes. Could also be because I might have changed the stream resolution as well, or game review. Right, if that's a single yellow, that means my next signal is red. Yes, I've reinstalled all my enhancement packs. So I've got a weather enhancement pack on, I've got a signal enhancement pack on now for certain routes, and I've got a track enhancement pack as well. Yeah, I'm not going through. No, it bypasses Horbury and goes up through Dewsbury instead. I mean, I would like somebody to do the line between Wakefield, Kirkgate and Huddersfield. Because then I could go and run a route and stand in my usual railfan spot, where I take a lot of my train videos from. My real life train videos, that is. Viewers. Right, just got to sit here and wait for the signal to change now. Oh, pretty much both your old houses. There we go, signal changed. On to platform 3. And here we are, approaching Manchester Victoria. A train station I have been to once or twice. Northern Rail. Is that class 150? Yeah, I think it was. Well, yeah, because your old house, one of your old houses is right next to the bridge where I do my train videos from. I might upload them on to this channel at some point as well. Whoa, that's an odd effect on the signal in there. We have now arrived into Manchester Victoria. Hope you enjoyed the journey this afternoon. Well, it's actually this morning in the game. Thank you for travelling with West Coast Railways. Don't know whether to do a class 185 or a class 150 next. Yes, he completed it. Very nice. Yeah, of course I am. Signal passed at danger once and speeding once, but I still passed the scenario. Excellent. Yeah, Gamer Dude, yes, I will be doing a build video of that other one as well once, maybe after I've done the big boy, or it might not be after I've done the big boy. I might do another one and then do the one that you got me. There should be a few coming up this year. Right, let's have a look. We want a Manchester to Liverpool to Newcastle. Yeah, we're gonna do. Yeah, we'll play with the good ATS class 185. So now we're going back the other way. Yeah, those I will definitely be doing some build videos this year with model kits. They won't all be won't all be train related. There'll be two that are train related. There'll be a couple that will be sci-fi related, I think, and maybe a couple of aircraft. Depends what I've got in the stash that I haven't already started. Oops, right, so I need to do that. And then I need to do this. There 1 Echo 78. One. 803. And then I need to do route code. There, the bin liner. Although that's the wrong one. That was a freight liner. Yep, Newcastle. Right, so headlights. Turn that off. Oh, plonking. What have I done with the headlights? Oh, there we go, we're on day headlights. That's what we should be on. The train is all set up. We are ready to depart. Let's put it into forward. So we're going to Huddersfield and Leeds. Hi Edward. Welcome. Oh mate, you missed the first part of the stream. I did a rail tour. With class 37s. And now we're in the delightful class 185. Going back the other way. Ah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Oh, and it's raining. Better turn the window wipers on. Yeah, you can go back and watch it. I did quite a good job. I did spad once though, but luckily it didn't end the scenario. So, and now we're just going back the other way. We're going back to Leeds now. Yeah, how are you anyway, Edward? How's your cold? Any better? Yeah. The horn does sound a bit wrong. I don't know what you mean by it looks too fast. I think it looks about right. Oh mate. Sucks being unwell, doesn't it? I always hated getting colds. I think I went about... When I was younger, I think I went 10 years or 9 years without getting a cold. And then I got one. Maybe. Although I can't say I've ever... It might be realistic though. here we are, Miles Platting. The site of the old Miles Platting station. Straight ahead up to Newton Heath TMD. Which I believe is Newton Heath TMD in this? I think it is. Is it Newton Heath? I'm piloting extremely nicely. Up until I did that SPAD with the two West Coast 37s, I did pretty well on coming the other way, coming westbound, and now heading eastbound. And you'll notice I'm not using notch 5, which is the max power. The drivers in real life don't use max. You'll be used to. Are you used to this route, Edward? You've travelled on this route quite a few times, haven't you? Nope, you haven't missed anything. You've travelled on the. Have you travelled on the Manchester Huddersfield route this way in real life? I'm sure you have. Oh, so you've gone to Huddersfield and then you've not gone any further. What? Not even from Huddersfield up to Sowerby Bridge? I don't necessarily know the route. Yeah. See, I don't necessarily know the route that much, but I've travelled it once or twice. But I know from Huddersfield, from Marsden right through to Huddersfield and Leeds, I know the areas. So, but I don't necessarily know them on the railway. Yeah, well, we go past the Bradley cut off. Ah, so have you not been through Stanage Tunnel then? Because obviously that runs from Diggle to Marsden. I'm guessing Gamer Dude's fallen asleep now. Ah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, see, I will have done this route in the year 2000. Oh, he's still there. I'm surprised I've not put you to sleep yet, Gamer Dude. It's more expensive. Well, rail travel is very expensive these days. Uh-oh, double yellows. Yes, Edward, I am running with the Armstrong Powerhouse signals tonight. Yeah, with it, but I suppose a rail card does make it cheaper. Looks like I'm going to get held up. Oh, you'll be waiting a while for that, for this signal enhancement pack to go on sale, Edward. It will be months. Yeah, it might not even go on sale this year. Do you know, I still haven't played with the Class 700 yet. Right, the signal is at red. Where are we? We are. Oh, what's just happened? Ah! Sorry, my TV's just my screen's just reset. So sorry, I'm just having to wait until my screen comes back. Did I fad? Did I fad? No, I didn't. Oh. That was lucky. Yeah, you would have still been able to see my screen. But what happens is my big screen that I'm running the game on randomly decided to turn itself off. So yeah, I know I didn't spot. That was lucky. That was very lucky. We're approaching Staley Bridge, I think. Yeah, we're approaching Staley Bridge. So this line over here is off to Guide Bridge. This bottom one. Yeah, that's the problem when you run through the PlayStation. If it doesn't detect a screen, or if your TV randomly turns itself off. Yeah, so I do apologise. I do apologise for that. That was not my fault. And is this signal going to be red? How come? There's been this thing about third-party stuff like the Armstrong Powerhouse enhancements and that being deleted has come up on the Train Simulator forums. So it's not a thing. It's not an unusual. Oh, well, that's not a good thing. I don't know what would have caused that. See? What? Yeah, I honestly don't know what would have caused that. But there has been some discussion on the Dovetail Train Simulator forums about when Steam does a verification, when somebody's bought some new content or something, it's deleted stuff like the Armstrong Powerhouse scenarios or the enhancement packs because it's overwritten them. Oh, what was the scenario? The one I'm running now is from ATS. In fact, both of the scenarios I've run tonight have been from ATS for the Huddersfield line. I've got a couple for the Leeds line, quite a few for the Transpennine routes, and a couple for Midland Main Line. Oh, Who Junction. Yes, I know Who Junction because it's in Trains in World 3. Well, it started off in Trains in World 2 with the Southeastern High Speed route. So basically, I've now got a route that goes from, is it Victoria? Not Victoria. Is it No, it's not Victoria. I don't know. Wherever it goes from. Yeah, you might have done, Edward, yeah. Believe me, I've done that a few times when I've tried to install things. But no, I've got that southeastern high speed route 4 times. Because I've got it 3 times on here on Train Sim Classic, and I have it twice on Train Sim World. That depends, Edward. Sometimes if it's for AI only stock, then I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah, I can imagine. Yes, I have as well. I may have said some choice words when I had to reinstall my entire collection of third-party stuff. Yeah, I don't know which station that was. But yeah, so that southeastern high speed route that goes to Faversham, I have 5 times. 3 times on here on Train Sim Classic and twice on Train Sim World, because I've got a version on Train Sim World 2 and I've got an extended version on Train Sim World 3. And on Train Sim World 3 they snuck an update in that we didn't know about. They added more freight to the London-Brighton route, which is good. Now, if you don't have the requirements for AI, it doesn't corrupt things. It's like when you run a scenario and you don't have some of the assets, like the rolling stock assets, at the beginning of the scenario, it will come up with failed to load. It'll come up with a grey-black box, and it'll tell you what's missing. You can still play that scenario. No. What truck? Oh, you mean the class 20s? No, I didn't. I didn't even know they were coming past me. Oh yeah, and if you see, you can see on the heads-up display at the bottom of the screen where it says 15 miles an hour. That is an erroneous marker. Yeah, just press F2 and it runs fine. As long as you've got the main requirement for you to drive the train. I mean, sometimes I've pressed F2 and I've had no train. Hello. What's going on here? Ooh. That was a single yellow. Here we are, coming up to Diggle. You've been here spotting before, haven't you, Edward? Yeah, Diggle, yeah. If you spawn into a scenario and your locomotive is missing, it means you don't have the asset for it. It could just be a simple reskin from somewhere. Well, we've just gone under your favourite bridge. No, that red signal is not for me. Neither is that 15 miles an hour. There we go. And here we go, we're about to enter Stanage Tunnel. Yeah, it's like one of the scenarios I downloaded today from ATS. I loaded in and I had no train. But I can't figure out where to get the assets from. Turn the windscreen wipers off whilst I'm in the tunnel. Yeah. See if there is a train at Marsden. No, there's nothing there. Yeah, I think the one that I didn't have, it was a Scarborough Spar Express scenario. Now, I obviously have the West Coast 37s, because I used them earlier on in this live stream. Yeah, what you have to do, Edward, is when you what you have to do is, once you've unzipped the file, locate your Railworks folder and go into the root, go into one that's labelled routes, and only copy the one that'll have a code like 0B3E7 whatever. Only, and just drag and copy that into the routes folder, unless there are any other assets. Yeah. Just going to slow down just in case this is a red. No, it's green. No. No, 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 no. No. Right. But in your Railworks folder, you will have assets, and you'll have several folders listed. One of those is listed as routes, and then when you go into it, all of the folders have weird weird names. All you need to do is copy the one with the weird name into the routes folder. That could be where you were having problems. Yeah, that could be where you were having problems, Edward. Because some of them just do, some of them you can just do that with, but others you need to put it in the routes folder. I'm sure there's a video guide somewhere. If not, I'll have to create one, won't I? What I'll do at some point, Edward, then, is I'll make a video about how to move the folders from when you've downloaded them and you've unzipped them. However, some of them you don't. Yeah, some of them you have to install using TS utilities, because they're not zipped files, they're RWP files. So the easiest way to install those is with maybe I'll slow it using the TSU Train Simulator Utilities tool. Because that's also sometimes how you have to, if you want legacy content, you have to use tsutilities.exe. Yeah, this is the problem. This is why sometimes when I load a scenario it says things are missing, because I just don't have those reskins. And some of them you can't get hold of anymore. By the way, a word of note. if you require any files, yeah, that would have needed utilities.exe to do it. By the way, if you need any files for third-party routes that are from UKTS, I recommend you get them as soon as possible. Oh, well, I suppose you can do that. I prefer to use utilities because then I know it's gone in properly. You stuck at red? Yes. Yeah. If you want to create an account with them, there has been a lot of issues. Yeah, because of the server that the provider that UKTS use was getting hacked a lot. Most email providers have just blocked the emails. So if you want to, yes, Springwood Junction. There seems to be a lot of 185s parked at signals here. That's three. That was 3 in the space of 2 miles. Yeah, the thing is, if you want to create an account with UKTS, there's a link on their on the website somewhere that gives you a link to a Discord group which you have to join, and then you can explain to the admins there that you're trying to get an account. But UKTS, which is run by Matt Pedlesden, is going to be shutting down it's going to be shutting down, and there are quite a lot of third-party routes that require certain items from UKTS. Luckily, I think I got all the ones I needed. But if you want third-party routes like Harrogate Loop, Wakefield Lines, some of those from ATS, you will need certain files from UKTS. Otherwise, you'll probably end up with milk bottles along the routes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now arriving into Huddersfield. If you are leaving the train here, please ensure you have all your personal belongings and items with you when alighting the train. Thank you for travelling with First Transpennine Express today. I think people are looking at other ways that they can deal with it. Oh, listen to the sound of that horrible pacer. Yeah, it would be nice if they altered the routes. Funny stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Hi Elijah. Yes, there are steam engines in Train Simulator Classic. Quite a lot of them. I don't tend to do run steam a lot though, because I don't know how to drive them. But yes, there are steam locomotives in this game, in this simulator. Flying Scotsman, Britannia Royal Scot, and there are also enhancements available for those as well, Elijah. Third-party ones that are even better than the default ones. When I've driven steam on this, I've never been able to get above about 35 miles an hour. Because I just don't understand how to play around with the various valves and things. Yeah, they're not very easy, Edward. And they're just as hard in Train Sim World as well. Although the physics in Train Sim World are not that good. Here we are, Dayton, or Deaton, whatever you want to call it. Elijah, it's an old game, it's an old simulator, but there are so many add-ons available for it, so many routes. There are third-party add-ons which I'm using right now. I'm using a third-party add-on right now with this train that I'm driving, the Class 185. And I'm also using a track enhancement pack for UK routes. I am using a weather enhancement pack, and I am also using a signal enhancement pack, which is new. And yes, it can cost a lot of money. I have spent, over the last 18 months, I have probably spent over £1,000 on add-ons, locomotives, enhancements. Yes, DTG, Dovetail Games, you got that wrong, because the fly under there should have been twin tunnel, not single tunnel. Oh yeah, there is a lot of things for this simulator, Elijah, but as we said, it can get expensive. But considering that Train Simulator Classic has been around in various guises for well over 10 years. I can't remember what comes with it. Yeah, you don't necessarily need the enhancement packs. I can't remember what routes come with the basic version of Train Simulator Classic. But you usually get three. You usually get one American route, one German route, and one UK route. Yeah. But what they usually do is every year they usually change what comes with it. Yes, it's on Steam. I would provide a link, but I'm in the middle of... When I finish this, I will put a link. Is it West Coast Main Line South with the Class 390? Hey. What I'll do is when I've got to Leeds, because we're not stopping at Dewsbury. When I've got to Leeds, what I'll do is I'll put a link in the chat to the Steam page, and you can have a look. Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. But it all depends on what kind of content you like, Elijah. There is a lot of content. Yeah. However, Elijah, what I would advise you do is if there are a lot of things that you would like to add for the simulator, for this game, just through Steam, is keep an eye out for the sales, because they do sales quite regularly on Steam for train simulator content. I mean, I mostly play and prefer UK routes, English routes. Actually, speaking of UK routes, Edward, Train Sim World 3, there is a DLC coming out the 24th of January, and it's Glasgow Edinburgh with the Class 385. But yeah, that is one piece of advice I will give you, Elijah. Always, if you are wanting things, just wait for if a route really takes your fancy, like say for example this route now, which is the Huddersfield Line from Leeds to Manchester Victoria. Just wait for a sale. Oh yeah, Riviera Line in the 50s. That has steam and diesel, so it's a mix. So it's really good. I do occasionally do some American routes, but the thing is I won't drive the German routes because I don't understand the safety systems. The only one I will do, and I only do it on Train Sim World 3, is the one of the high speed lines. Here we go into Batley. Oh, yeah, you're not far from, you're not that far away from me then, because I'm from West Yorkshire. Oh, single yellow. No approach control. Yeah, so this one that I'm driving right now is the Huddersfield Line. It's a relatively new DLC. It came out before Christmas. And it's not that bad. Yeah, it'll come down. Yeah, it'll come. Yeah, it's 19.99 at the moment. but it can go lower. And if you're wondering why I'm slowing down, there we go, I can accelerate again now. We're about to go into Morley Tunnel. Now, it's not a bad route. Okay, Elijah, that's good. I might do one more run on Huddersfield Line, but I'll only do a short one. Yeah, it's the Morley one. I mean, I don't mind this route. There could be a few improvements to it, but like I said, I've not really been on the route that much in real life. Ooh, Edward. No snow here, mate. We got some yesterday, but it wasn't a lot. Start slowing down for the Morley curve. So actually, this line that I'm playing right now, the Huddersfield line that Dovetail have modelled, is in the it's in the transition period. So this is as they're starting to do the upgrades. This curve is apparently going to be flattened out. And apparently Cottingley station isn't going to be non-existent because it will be included in the new White Rose station. Something I want to have a look at. It's not far from this point where we are. Oh, mate. Yeah, I want to have a look at White Rose. I think it's round here. Haha, I can pause the game. Where is it? Oh, it's here. That doesn't look like a shopping centre. This is supposed to be the White Rose Centre. Hmm. And this is the office park next to it. So where's the station going to be? Is it going to be here? Is it going to be here? Hmm. Interesting. Double yellows. So here we are going over the Cottingley Viaduct. Wrong location for that, Edward. IKEA isn't there. IKEA is at Birstall, not at White Rose. Welcome back, Elijah. You just missed us having a look at what should have been the White Rose Shopping Centre. But yes, I am driving an enhanced locomotive at the moment. You can't get this on Steam. Get it from a company called Alan Thompson. And it's the Class 185 Transpennine, which actually runs this route in real life. However, the default route, which is on Steam, does actually come with an Armstrong Powerhouse product. Did you know that, Edward? It actually comes with the Armstrong Powerhouse Class 158. And we're just going under the Wakefield Doncaster line now. Yeah, I'll have a look at it. The problem is the signal enhancement pack that I'm using doesn't actually work with it. So it will be default signals, but I'm not bothered. Yeah, it is. It's the 158 EP, which is the Sprinter. Oh, is that towards Bradford or Skipton? Oh, I nearly got done for speeding then. I forgot I'm going downhill here. I always forget that. Oh, my frame rate's getting choppy. And that branch takes you off towards Sturton. So which route? Well, I know Wakefield Kirkgate and Wakefield Westgate. They're technically my local stations. I actually have the route that takes you from... Oh, it doesn't exist now. East and West Yorkshire. I'm guessing that's what the E&WY stands for. Oh. I know that there's a group on Facebook that is trying to. It's actually a Facebook page called Wakefield Lines, and he's building some of the routes. Ah, yeah, that's it. I couldn't remember which one it was. Couldn't remember what the the UR stood for, but there's somebody on Facebook who is actually building some of the lost lines of Wakefield for Train Simulator, including a line that I have. It's an abandoned line, and I've walked it, and it goes from Criggleston to Horbury Junction, to Horbury Bridge, and I've walked that line. You can't walk it anymore; it's all overgrown and access is restricted to it. But it's an old colliery line, and believe it or not, that one that I've walked, the Royal Train sometimes got stabled on it. Stupid. Hey Edward, I tried to download that. Oh, very nice. Yeah, Edward, I tried to download the scenario that me and you actually witnessed live on the York Railcam with Concrete Bob. I tried to download it, and unfortunately it didn't work. Said I was missing most of the assets for it. Which would have been 5 Golf 90. I couldn't play it. Said I was missing the assets, Edward. Scenario is actually 5 Golf. Where is it? 5 Golf 91, York to Neville Hill. There we go. Thank you to Adam Haig for uploading that scenario to Alan Thompson Sim. He's done some really good ones. Oh, speeding ones. Operational errors. All. What? Right, so default wise, this route comes with where is it? Huddersfield to Manchester. Comes with the Class 142 Pacer. Who loves a good Pacer? Yeah, no worries, Elijah. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and I do. I'm not a very regular streamer, but I do stream a lot of simulator content: Truck Simulator, Train Simulator, Train Sim World. So yeah. How did I get what, Edward? Operational errors all? I don't know. I really don't know. I hate the Pacer. Yes, I understand some French. I don't mind the Pacer. Every now and again. But, yeah. Here's one for you. Another Alan Thompson Sim download. by I can't remember who it is. GGS Gold Gaming something, I don't know. A TPE service using a DRS class 68, which does happen. We've got some more Adam Haig scenarios. Yes, it is. Nodding Donkey. So we've got some scenarios using the class 151 and 150-2. That's the one I did earlier, Edward. JR1 Zulu 26 leads to Aberystwyth. And I don't know why he's used the East Midlands HST on that one. I think that's a fictional one. But let's go and have a look. There's a few others that I've got. Yeah, right. See, look. This is what happens, Edward. Ready? Where is it? Oh no, it's Harrogate Loop. Is that one? This is what. Any more scenarios at the bottom of which one, Edward? What, for Leeds lines? Or for the Huddersfield line? Never mind. Well, yeah, I've got some Leeds lines ones. Including these two. Class 66s. And there's a test train here. We go from York to Leeds to Doncaster with the cats, and of course we've got the good old Azumas, and again some 185s. So this is what happens when I try this one, 5 Golf 91. Ready? But yes, Edward, if you want to see me playing around with two West Coast Class 37s, you can always go back and watch the beginning of the video. Big American diesel. Yeah, unfortunately that is a problem. Harrogate Loop is a really good one because you can then get the Wakefield lines or the Leeds lines, whatever it's called, and the East Coast Main Line merge, which includes Doncaster, Leeds, and York, and you can have it all together. Harrogate Loop is a good line. You've seen me playing it. I wonder if you could email the creator, somebody from OTS, and see if they would be able to get if you would be able to get hold of those files because of the problem with UKTS. Yeah, see, look at this. Look. Cannot load rail vehicle. Yep, it can't. It says it can't load anymore. Now, maybe I could. amend this. Maybe I could build it. Maybe, yeah, maybe if you could watch him. You guys, maybe if you could ask him what to do. Yeah, see, I don't understand the route builder at all. Yeah, and I hate the fact that I can never get out of this. So yeah, I hate those ones. I might have to get the I might have to get something called TS Tools. Yeah, yeah. I don't use it. I don't use it. Yeah. So, shall we say how many locomotives I actually have? I mean, I don't even know how many routes I've got. I've got 9 pages of routes. That's a nice one, but I can never. The only one I can use is Sibylla, because I don't have. I could loco swap those. I might have to learn how to use loco swap to swap out some of the routes. Yes, I've got Wherry Lines. I've got Wherry Lines version 2. So the signal pack applies to this. A lot of things to do with that one. I've never played this one yet. Western Lines. But then again, it's all BR Black. Yeah, it's all BR Black 5s. And there's another one that I haven't played. Where is it? The West Highland Line. I haven't played them. I think one of those has Concrete Bob on it. But yeah, I have got a lot. I have got rather a lot. But that's what you get, you know. You accumulate them things. Like, see, I've got Chatham and Medway Valley lines plus that. London, Victoria to Dover. Missing link? You mean where is it? Where is it? Where is it? You mean the West Coast Main Line missing link one? I can't remember where it is. That. It's not bad. It's not bad. And there's a few scenarios that come with it. But until it can be actually linked up with the rest of the West Coast line. Yeah, I've been looking at trying to find mergers for some of the routes. Like, I have never played that. But I have it on Train Sim World. And I only had to get it because it was a requirement for something. I've only played Woodhead a few times. And Weardale. So, yeah. But anyway, that tonight has been Huddersfield Line. And I've enjoyed playing with the AP Class 37s, the West Coast Railway rail tour from Leeds to Manchester, Victoria. And then we did a return journey in the ATS Imbue Studios Class 185 Transpennine Express. So, Weardale is a good route. Weardale is a good route, but I prefer playing it with the diesels. Like I said, I'm not very good with the steams. York to Peterborough, Woodhead Blue. I mean, I've got Woodhead twice. I think I have. What comes with Weardale? Oh, the Class 101, the Class 105, the Class 24. Oh, yes. Yeah, before I go, yeah. Class 25, Class 31. And some tractor action. So, yeah. Did you want to ask me something there, Edward? Before I sign off? Because it is getting late. I mean, this is my first stream of 2023, so... I am not sure. I'm sure if they are, at some point I will hear about it through the Dovetail forums, through the Train Simulator Classic Dovetail Games forum. Whenever something new comes, people usually post stuff up there about it. So, I tell you, I would like to see the Class 195, but the thing is they're only used on Northern Rail routes. So, yeah. Anyway, that has been Monty playing Train Simulator Classic. Are they doing the flirts? They might be. I don't know. The thing is with Train Simulator Classic is there is still a lot of traction missing, and some of that could be to do with licensing, because it's not just the operators that are licensed; it's the trains as well. So, yes. Anyway, this has been Monty Burns-Wakey playing the Huddersfield Line tonight. I thank you for watching, and I'll be back soon. And don't forget to stay tuned for the Monty Builds segments that will be coming up over the next however many months.